Hey everyone, I'm Jeremy Preston. Welcome to the all new and improved Cali Culture Podcast. We discuss everything associated with Cali, Colombia. After listening to this podcast, you'll understand why Cali is considered the best kept secret in South America. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cali Culture Podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Preston. We have a special show for you today. Now, I always like to remind you that on this show, we talk about everything associated with Cali, Colombia. We want you to understand and respect the culture. We have a great show today for you today. We have a guest. She is a local from Cali, Colombia, and she's going to provide us with a lot of good information, especially to you expats and tourists that are thinking about traveling or relocating to Cali, Colombia. So listen very closely. Without further ado, welcome Paola Cardena Garcia to the show. Paola, welcome.
Hi, everyone. Nice.
It's great to have you on the show. We have a lot to cover today, so let's get right into it. Before we get right into it, looks like you're doing a little bit of traveling. Are you traveling to or from Cali?
I'm traveling from Cali to my farm.
Nice. Is this a farm with a finca?
Yeah,
Yes, very good.
actually,
I always say that's everyone's dream, and including I think locals' dream is to have a farm and a finca to be able to go and relax and just be able to experience Mother Nature. So very good for you. Got a lot of questions for you, so let's get right into it. First of all, might have just okay, yep. Might just have lost Viola, but she'll be right back. So guys, I want to remind you that first of all, we have some great shows ahead. We have a show next week where we're going to be talking to my friend Mario Aguilar. And Mario's been in some of my videos before. You might have seen him, but he's going to be returning to the new improved Cali Culture Podcast. And we're going to be talking to him about his experiences as an expat and living in Cali, Colombia. So momentarily, Paola will be back. While we're waiting, Paola, Paola will be back. While we're waiting on her, let's just talk a little bit about current events and things that are going on in Cali. One thing is coming up is we have a marathon. The marathon is going to be happening in May. It's a big Cali marathon, and if you're a runner or if you like to run, you definitely going to want to sign up and start training, of course. That's something really big that happens. Obviously, later in the year, you have the Petronio Alvarez Pacific Festival, and that's huge. Obviously, you want to start making plans for that because a lot of people come into the city for that big music festival. And if you love music, and if you love a lot of music with a lot of soul and a lot of uh, flavor, I'd say you definitely don't want to miss this music festival. You're definitely going to want to attend. So those are two big events that you're going to want to plan for, and make sure you're there. Cali gets very congested for the marathon, in particular the Petronio Alvarez Music Festival. So make sure you're there. Book your ticket, book your Airbnb, or reserve your Airbnb, and make sure that you get there for these special events. All right, and looks like we have our guest back. Can you hear me okay? Viola, can you hear me okay? Perfect. All right. So let's get right back into it. So first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. Obviously, we established you're from Cali, you're local. But tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do and what you do for work.
Of course. Well, actually, I work as a financial planner in Alianza Valores. Alianza Valores is a company that helps people invest their money. There are different kinds of funds, and so it depends on your specific needs. So then you choose the different fund you want. So, for example, it depends on your risk profile, and it depends like on the purpose of why you're investing the money, if it's in a long run or in a short period of time. So depending on these factors, we will guide you along the way to make sure you invest your money in the right place, in the right fund. Also, you can make currency exchanges all in the portal. All the processes are in the portal, so you can just like make the process seamlessly. And one thing that is very very important is that I will be there all the way. All the way. Yeah, you will never be alone. I will be like yeah, your financial planner that is always there for you. You can text me, call me whenever you need. I know it's very important for the people that invest their money to know what is happening real time. So want to make that clear or
Excellent.
a bank account. They need a
Okay. So, yeah, Paula, you're breaking up a little bit, but we definitely heard the fact that you are a financial planner, Alianza Valores, and the fact that you provide financial services in regards to people that want to invest into Alianza, the financial institution. If you want to transfer money over, if you live in a different country, like say for example myself, being in America, being American, if you want to move money over to Colombia, then Alianza is a good financial institution whereby you're able to do that. And it's relatively easy too. A lot of people don't know, but uh, Viola is actually my financial planner for my Alianza account, and I'm able to move money, transfer money from America to Colombia via Alianza and the support and the services that she provides. So again, if you're American or if you're Canadian and you're thinking about moving to Colombia, you're not going to be able to open up a bank account unless you have a visa and a cedula, identification card. So you're going to need a financial institution like Alianza to be able to transfer money from one country to the next, from your home country to Colombia. You're also going to need a financial institution such as Alianza to be able to move money over so you can make an investment, such as purchasing a apartment or a condo or a finca. So just keep that in mind. We've lost our guest again. She's traveling, but we're going to continue on with the show as best we can. Um, keep that in mind, though. All of the viewers that really are considering wanting to move to Colombia, you got to have money, right? You got to be able to transfer money over. You need to be able to um, be able to and make investments if you want to. And again, you can't make an investment, you can't open a bank account unless you have a visa and a cedula. So you're going to need a financial institution that will allow you to be able to legally transfer money from your home country, your financial institution from your home country, ultimately to Colombia. That's how I was ultimately able to purchase an apartment in Cali. I used Alianza, and they were able to guide me through the process of transferring money over. And it's a relatively easy process too. You can have money transferred over to Colombia within about, well, actually within the same day, or definitely within 2 days. It just depends on how fast the transfer happens and it gets approved. But keep that in mind. You're going to need that. Um, Paola is one of the financial representatives that I work with at the Alianza, and she's been very good and thorough thus far. So keep that in mind. All right, and we're going to check and see if we have our guest back. It looks like we do not. Not yet. Okay. All right. Um, so, a couple other things that I'm going to discuss with our guest, and that is her dad is a dentist, is a well-known, well-established dentist in Cali. And he specializes in installing uh, implants. Oh, I think we just got our guest back, so we're gonna pan back to our guest and hopefully we don't get any issues. Okay. So a lot of technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, as our guest Viola is traveling to her think and form, and so obviously, it's a bad connection. We're losing connection. But uh, okay, we're still live, right? Okay. So some things are coming up real soon. Is I plan to do another martial arts class. Now, for those of you that follow me, you'll remember that I did a self defense class last month in Cali, and so do via popular demand because I've been getting so much good feedback from that class. I'm going to do another class. This time it's going to be more focused on um, a specific martial art that's not taught in Colombia or in South America in general. And it is Filipino origin. It's a Filipino martial arts, or martial art rather, and it's more of a combat fighting style because the Filipino commandos and army actually use this particular martial art. There's actually a series of martial arts, but there's one main martial art called Kali. Now, it's not spelled like the city of Cali. It's spelled Kali, Kali, Kali. And it's based on three methods of fighting. You can fight open hand, you can fight with the stick, or you can fight with an edge weapon or a sword or a knife. And so it's very controlled. It's a lot of aggression, but at the same time, it's very effective when it comes to self defense. So I would highly recommend that you all sign up for this class. It's going to be in April. I don't have a specific date yet, but I will be providing more information about this particular martial arts seminar. And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a seminar for 1 to 2 hours, and we're going to be focusing on mano a mano or hand to hand combat. We'll be focusing on the extreme eskrima stick fighting and also edge weapons. So again, this particular art is not taught in Colombia, but I'm bringing it to Colombia, and it's going to be available to you. I'm going to be teaching this in a park in Parque de Pelo in San Fernando neighborhood. So stay tuned for much, much more on this. You don't want to miss it. Again, it's not taught much in the world. It is a very ancient art from the Philippines, but it's something that you can add to your toolbox in regards to fighting and martial arts and self-defense. And it is something that is very effective when it comes to self-defense. So stay tuned for much, much more on the martial arts seminar in April. I believe we have our guest back, and we're going to pan back to our guest and continue our interview. Um,
Hi
hey, there
everyone.
you
I'm
are.
so sorry. My internet is just messed up.
Okay, no, understandable. So let's continue on with the interview. I have several other questions for you. So In regards to your job, you given us a summary of your job at Alianza. What should tourists or expats keep in mind regarding starting an account with Alianza or transferring money? What do they need to know?
Okay, perfect. So I just wanted you to know that I work at Alianza Valores here in Cali. It's a company that helps people to invest their money in different kinds of funds depending on their needs and risk profile. So, for example, there's two types of funds. One is FIC, one is Fondo de Pensiones Voluntarias. And in Fondo de Pensiones Voluntarias, you need to know that in Cali, there's a tax that is called 4 by 1000, and it's used for people when they transfer money to a third party. But if you transfer money from this investment fund, Fondo de Pensiones Voluntarias, to a third party, you avoid this tax. So it's really convenient to use. Also, when you open an account or you affiliate here in Alianza, you don't need like a national ID, a Colombian ID. You just need your passport, and that's it. Maybe I don't know if some expats had the experience that on different national banks they ask a Colombian ID. Here you don't, so it's so much easier. Also, we offer a exchange currency, so you can just exchange your U.S. dollars into Colombian pesos and Colombian pesos to U.S. dollars very easily. We
Mhm.
help you with all the documentation, and it's all in the portal, so it's really easy and really seamless. And for me and for my all my clients, it's very important the traceability so they
Mhm.
can see what happens in real time.
Very good. So it seems it's extremely easy. I mean, and I know it's extremely easy because I've gone through the process myself. And you're my financial advisor and representative at Alianza. I would say the viewers that want to open an account, as Paola indicated, all you need is a passport. If you have a schedule or visa, then even better. But all you need is a passport to initiate that account, and you're going to be making a lot more money in that account, or you could potentially make a lot more interest money from that account than a regular bank. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, Paola is relatively easy to move large amounts of money over. As you know, I am in the process of making another investment in Cali, apartment investment, and you've already given me the really easy instructions to do that. That I can move. You can move over 5,000 or 50,000 U.S. dollars or 100,000 U.S. dollars. To my knowledge, and just correct me on this if I'm wrong, but to my knowledge, there's not a limit of money that you can move over. You can transfer over to your Alianza account. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's no limit amount. The only thing is that if it's more than $100,000, then you will need to receive a phone call for security purposes. But if it's less, you can do that from the portal.
Okay. So less than 100,000, you could do it from your portal using your cell phone and the app, right?
Yeah, right.
Or if it's more than 100,000, then you would have to make the phone call and you would have to coordinate that as a financial representative, right?
Yeah, right.
Got it. Okay. Very good. Um, okay. So that's definitely, if somebody wants to start or initiate an account, what should they do? Should they email Alianza or should they call a specific number? What should they do?
Yeah, we have a specific number where you can call. I can share that with you. There's not many financial planners that speak in English. I'm one of them. So I my English is not like the best of the world, but
It's pretty
it's
good.
a little bit dusty, but it's my best. And Yeah, I think it's so much easier when someone speaks your same language. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Very good. So now let's transition to a different topic. I understand that your dad is a well-established dentist in Cali, and
yeah,
he specializes in implants and in doing implants for people to help them improve their smile.
yeah.
Um, can you just talk to us a little bit about your dad's dental practice, how long he's been a dentist, his experience, and then specifically the procedures that he does for dental implants?
Of course. Well, my dad has more than 30 years of experience in all about teeth. I mean, implants, brackets, cleaning, whatever you need, he does. And right now, he uses a really, um, like, really good technique that is called monoblock implants, where you can just have like your regular teeth like the same day. He puts your implants and your provisional teeth, and you just walk on the same day of your consult with your provisional teeth. You come back within 4 or 5 days, and then you will place the real the real definite teeth, you know. And actually, it's really easy. It's really comfortable.
And uh, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, our guest is traveling, and we lost the connection with her. She was just sharing with us that her dad's a dentist. Uh, I think our guest might be back now. Viola? Okay. 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 So, Viola was just sharing with us the fact that her dad is a dentist, and her dad's been a dentist for 30 years, and he has a specific procedure, a high tech procedure for doing dental implants. And this procedure allows the time frame to do dental implants to be reduced. So it's that's actually pretty good. You're actually able to get implants essentially within a day or so. Because in most dentists in the United States, that is a outpatient procedure that it was typically it could be a day or so, depending on if you have any complications, you could have to stay in the hospital a day or so. And in some cases, they can do it the same day, but there would be a recovery time. They usually keep you overnight in the hospital, to my understanding. And the reason I know this is because I was considering dental implants several years ago. The procedure in America is very, very expensive. I don't even want to try to estimate how much it is, but I can tell you back about 10 years ago when I was considering dental implants, it was into the $60,000 range, and that was 10 years ago. Now, of course, if you applied your insurance, then you're not going to pay $60,000. But even if it was even if your dental insurance paid for half of it, you still be out of $30,000. So getting implants 10 years ago in America, I don't know about now, but 10 years in America was extremely expensive. And you can take advantage of going to Cali, Colombia, and getting implants for a lot cheaper, still quality work, but a lot cheaper than what you would have to pay in America. I believe our guest is, well, she was back. A lot of technical difficulties. People, unfortunately, apologize for all the technical difficulties that were experienced on this particular episode. But our guest is traveling. and so she doesn't have a good connection. Hence the reason why we're getting interrupted. But moving on with the show, I know that her dad does do dental implants for a really, really good price. And if you're thinking about trying to improve your smile, if you need to improve your smile due to from a professional standpoint, from a confidence standpoint, I would highly recommend you take this opportunity this year to improve your smile. Because if you don't have the confidence to be able to do your job or to be in a relationship or whatever the case may be, that's never a good thing. It's a recipe for disaster. You need the confidence. And a lot of your confidence is going to come from nice smile. So make sure that you can highly consider going to Cali. There's a lot of good dentists in Cali, Colombia. So I think there's a lot of, again, folks are still having technical difficulties with our guest. Let's see. Let's see if we can get her back on real quick. Perfect.
Hi.
Hey,
Now we're
okay.
good.
Okay. All right. So let's continue on with the interview here. So your dad does dental implants. He uses a specific procedure. And just can you repeat the name of that procedure again?
It's monoblock procedure.
Monoblock procedure. And with this procedure, it basically reduces the time frame that is required for implants, right? So in other words, you might be able to get the implants done within the same day or within a few days. Is that right?
Yeah, well, it depends on the bone. Well, I can't like be generic about this. It depends on specific dental history of each patient. But basically, and like in general, um, the same day that he puts on your implants and the provisional teeth. So you walk out of the consult with provisional teeth, and within 5 days, you go again to the consult, and he just puts in or places the like long term teeth, the ones he imprinted.
Very good, very good. So if a viewer is interested in improving their smile and they want to use your dad for implants, how do they get a hold of uh, Dr. Cadena, your father?
Well, the first approach is like a Teams meeting where the patient shares like the dental history with my dad, talks about their needs, and then he makes like a plan treatment. And then if the patient says if it's okay and the price and the process, then we arrange like the consult in Cali, and the patient then goes to the consult, um, has its implant placement with the provisional teeth. Um, okay, before that, they need to do a CT scan. I forgot about that, very important. And then when he plays the provisional teeth, like I said, the patient waits around 5 days and then comes again to consult, and the definite teeth are placed. So it's really painless. That I think that's reassuring.
Okay, so um, I think we might have lost our guest. Let's see. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Sorry, I was just saying that I know that for some patients it's a little bit scary to place implants because they mostly think it's um yeah, pain. You're gonna have some pain when you place your implants, And in this case, the pain is minimum, and the patient can recover within a few days and have their regular jobs all done.
Very good. Good. Okay. Um, and let's see. Your dad has a Instagram page. Can you tell us the name of the Instagram page?
Yeah, his webpage is dientesimplantes.com.
Okay, very good. So, viewers, if you're thinking about improving your smile, here's an option. If you don't want to break the bank, if you don't want to go into debt to have to get implants, the option is to contact Dr. Cadena and set up a consultation, set up a time, a Teams meeting to be able to see if you're a good candidate for implants, and then just go from there. So you could take the opportunity to go to Cali, experience the culture while improving your smile. That's a good option for you. Okay, I'd like to transition to another topic. Since you are local, um, I want to get your take on tourism in Cali. Now, tourism is nowhere near in Cali is nowhere near Medellin or Cartagena. And I'm not sure if it would ever be to that level, those record breaking numbers like Medellin. In fact, I don't want Cali to end up with that kind of tourism. But I did want to get your take on an increase in tourism. If Cali increases tourism, say, let's just say by 10% in the next 5 years, do you think that will be a good thing for Cali or that would not be so good for Cali? I would love to hear your take on that.
Of course, of course, it will be great for Cali because that will help locals and their businesses and help them grow. I think they like avoid Cali maybe because of some news they've heard about violence, but I think that it's all because they really don't know like which neighborhoods they should uh, move around, you know, because they're in. I think in most countries there's always a neighborhood or neighborhoods that are dangerous or so it's I think it's um most about like
Okay, so we're having a lot of technical difficulties. Apologize to the audience. Let's see. Do we have our? I'm going to try to wrap it up in another 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, very good. Okay, so I think we lost our guests momentarily. And let's see, we're having some technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. So apologize. Um, we will probably wrap this one up because we have a lot of interferences on this particular episode. But I did want to let you know if you want to continue on with the good content that obviously if you want to take an opportunity to donate to be able to contribute to the good content that we're trying to put out for Cali. And absolutely, my Venmo and Cash App is at the bottom of your screen there. So no obligation, no pressure. But if you want to contribute to good content, quality content about the city of Cali, then feel free to do so. It is obviously much appreciated. And I love to do this because I want Cali to remain authentic. Whether there's increased tourism or not, I want Cali to remain authentic because it is my second home, and I want it to continue to exist and be a rich culture like it's always been. But we're at about a 35-minute mark here, and we will plan for the episode number 5, which episode number 5 again will be with my friend Mario Aguilar. He will be discussing a lot about his experiences in Cali. He has some great stories for you. You don't want to miss this one. He's also an American as well, but he's been living in Cali for the last about 6 years, I believe. Actually, 6 or 7 years, and he has a lot of stories in regards to his experiences in Cali, his time as an entrepreneur there as well. So you don't want to miss episode 5. Until then, remember that you should go and you should experience the culture, you should respect the culture, you should embrace the culture. Cali is Cali, es lo más. Hasta luego. See you later.